Sup Dudes, I'm Nate Heater.
And I'm Frank Lamontia.
And we are the Sup Dudes. Coming at you from my car in a parking lot at a movie theater. You know what that means? Say it with me, everyone. Movie review time. Woo! All right. And
no, it's not sunny out.
It's actually quite the opposite.
Correct.
And our careers aren't that bright.
Good.
I apologize.
Future.
Well, whatever. Very future.
Go ahead.
However, we saw a movie in 3D, the very first one of our reviews.
Yes,
and
indeed.
it just so happens to be Spider-Man No Way Home. So this is the third one in Tom Holland's collection. As you all know, the other two Spider-Men before him were Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and now this is the Tom Holland series of them. So it stars, as we said, Tom Holland as Spider-Man.
A lot of Spider-Man.
Zendaya is MJ from the previous ones as well. And also Benedict Cumberbatch is Doctor Strange in this one. There's not really much of a spoiler that he's in this because you see him in the trailer. So we're happy saying that. And those are the only ones we're going to mention because if we mention any other name of anyone who's in this movie, it gives so much away. And we don't do that to you guys.
Yes, it will.
Unlike those idiots on social media who decide to ruin everything for everyone with movies.
So don't go looking.
Exactly. So we're going to get into the review. I think I want to go first. Here's the thing. I don't really watch a lot of superhero movies. I mean, granted, I did see all three of the original Spider-Man ones.
Yeah.
I did see all the original Spider-Man, so I would have to say Spider-Man is one of my favorite superheroes, if not the favorite. There's probably a fight back and forth between them. So I have my doubts about this movie. All my doubts are gone. I really like this movie. Don't want to say loved. I really like this movie. It has everything. Action, drama, comedy, big name actors. It has it all. Fight scenes, you got it. They were actually good fight scenes too. Especially when you're fighting multiple things. Because it's hard to say stuff without giving too much away.
Yes. So don't.
So a lot of the fight scenes were really good, especially who Tom Holland was going up against. The acting, of course, was really good. I absolutely love Zendaya as an actress. I think she's amazing. I think Tom Holland's good too. Benedict Cumberbatch, I mean, come on. We talked about him in The Courier. So to go from The Courier to now Doctor Strange in this... Now, we know there's a lot more, but to go from these two for reviews...
Was he Doctor Strange?
Yeah, I believe so, yes.
Okay. I'm not a big DC, Marvel, whatever this one is.
This one's Marvel.
Okay, well...
I'm just saying,
I'm not a big fan of any of them.
We got to get it right or else we will get roasted and get yelled at.
Of course.
But this is a Marvel because Spider-Man. So, all in all, there's not a lot to say because I'm afraid of ruining stuff. Camera work was awesome. Of course, it takes place in New York, so this guy gives it the approval because it's in New York.
And it's in 3D.
And yeah, we saw it in 3D. It's not in 3D, but it's not the only way you can see it in 3D. Right. But we decided to splurge a little bit and watch it in 3D.
It did add to it, I must say. Well,
yeah.
I don't know because I haven't seen the 2D, but
I feel as though it definitely
did. The 3D was done well. A couple of times it didn't work too well, like some of the fight scenes, because it was just a lot of movement. So
yeah, true.
Kind of lost the 3D, but overall the 3D was really good. Should I continue? Okay. Now, I didn't see the trailer, so I don't know who I can mention. Like he said, you could mention Doctor Strange because he was in the trailer. So I don't know who else.
I just wouldn't mention anybody else. I mean, there's a couple people in the trailer, but at the same time...
Yeah, you don't want to really...
Okay. No.
So if you see the trailer, you'll know. I did not see any other Spider-Man except for... What's the first kid's name?
Tobey Maguire.
Yeah, him. Tobey Maguire.
Tobey Maguire, yeah.
And I think I only saw the first two of his. I didn't see his third one.
Yeah.
Okay? I loved the first one. And I thought the way they did the whole backstory and stuff was really, really good. And I really loved the first Spider-Man. And since this was the 97th version...
well, don't forget we had Into the Spider-Verse, so who knows how many Spider-Man there are.
Well, yeah, I mean, I didn't even know what that was. So anyway, I wasn't expecting much because it's a sequel of a sequel of a remake of a reboot of a sequel. or whatever. So I really wasn't expecting much. But this was a really good film. A lot of good action. The story is good. A little sappy once in a while. And thanks to Nate, I kind of knew what was going on. I'm always saying, who's that? Who's that? Who's that? But I didn't even know who Doctor Strange was.
I'm glad to help.
That's how out of the loop I am with this.
Well, yeah, like you say, you don't really watch a lot of superhero movies, and especially not the Avengers movies, like the MCU and everything.
I saw a couple in.
Well, we saw Black Widow. I think that's part of the MCU.
I did not care for.
Yeah.
I didn't care for Wonder Woman. Either one.
Wonder Woman's DC.
Well, I'm saying in general with all these.
Oh, I thought you were going off the Marvel. Sorry.
No, I mean, you know,
sorry about that. Yep.
In general, like superhero movies.
Yeah.
I'm an old George Reeves Superman guy.
Yeah.
I'm an old Batman with Michael Keaton guy.
Adam West.
Well, Adam West is TV, yeah, of course. It was my childhood. But other than that, I don't really care for the others. I'm not saying that there weren't any good ones in there, here and there, but this one was really good. I was very surprised, and I was even more surprised that I could follow it. Thanks to Nate a little bit. I was surprised I could follow it without knowing any of the other Marvels.
Marvel characters.
Without knowing any of the other Marvel movies, okay? So, because there's, I'm not saying that you have to know them to understand this one, but I was expecting that kind of link or something.
Being as there's been how many different Spider-Man movies.
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
So, I say we get to the numbers. And because this is like your first time really watching like Spider-Man in how many years? Floor is yours.
Since Toby's second.
Oh my God. I want to flash that year up right now. It's been that long. Wow.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think I even have been following the trailers or anything for any of them. But what do I think? I will give this a 7.
A 7?
Yeah, because I did expect it to be lousy, just because sequels are like that. I also expected not to understand it at all, but I did. And it wasn't as silly as a lot of the other superhero movies I've seen.
No.
It was, I mean, all right, I got to backtrack. In the beginning, it started to get a little silly because they're all young, you know, and high schooly.
Yeah.
And since I remember Toby, which he was in high school also, but
older looking.
This guy seems to be, maybe he was a freshman, but I don't know.
Well, they mentioned his senior year.
He wasn't. But
Excuse me.
So because of all that, I didn't expect much, but it turned out pretty damn good.
So 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10. 7 out of 10 tingles.
Oh, the Spidey senses.
Spidey senses.
Yeah, I didn't understand why they called it a tingle. It's a Spidey sense.
MJ, what did MJ call it? She called them tingles, right?
Yeah, I think everyone called them tingles, which is it's Spidey sense. Come on.
He knows it's a Spidey sense. So they call them. You get your tingles.
All right. I just realized I rolled my eyes, but you can't tell how I did. So, I'm just gonna make this short because I'm getting a little cold. We're out in the parking lot with the car not running because we don't want the noise to be overpowering.
Yes.
I'm going to give this movie an 8.5 out of 10. I think this is one of the better movies we have ever seen between seasons 1 and season 2. I mean, don't get me wrong. We still have a bunch of ones higher than that. And I actually think I rated a movie this year higher than that. I forget which one it was, but I think I rated one like 8.75.
Yeah.
So, I mean, other than that, but I say 8.5 out of 10. I think it's an all-around solid movie. It's a really great movie. And of course, like, you know, we recommend it on the big screen. Flash the average score right now. That's what it is. I can't do it off the top of my head.
I believe it was 7.75.
Probably. And with that being...
8.75, I think, was Kingsman.
I think you're right, yeah. All right. Well...
Not that it matters. Yeah. Sorry. Yes.
I'm getting tired of being the Men in Black, so let's wrap this up. With that being said, I'm Nate Heater.
And I'm Frank Lamontia.
And we are the Sup Dudes. So long.
Sayonara.